Artherosclerosis. Plaque buildup explained. The cholesterol gangster story. The healthy artery. Welcome to Artery Highway. Smooth roads, good blood flow, everybody is happy. RBCs are driving tiny cars smoothly inside the artery. Life is good, bro. LDL arrives, just passing through, bro. Endothelium. Suspicious fellow. Endothelial injury. Smoking, junk food, hypertension, diabetes attack the artery wall. Artery wall, oops, I am getting damaged. When the endothelial wall gets injured, LDL sneaks inside. Oxidized LDL. LDL changes into evil LDL. Yeah, now I am toxic. Macrophage police. Monocyte police arrive. We'll clean this mess. Macrophages eat oxidized LDL continuously. Suddenly becomes huge foam cell. Oh no, I became fat. Fatty streak formation. Many foam cells gather like a traffic jam. This is called a fatty streak, the first stage of artherosclerosis. RBCs is stuck in traffic. RBCs think, who built this roadblock? Plaque formation. Smooth muscle workers arrive carrying bricks labeled collagen. Smooth muscle worker cells say, we are building a cap. Fibrous cap forms over lipid core. Now the plaque becomes bigger and harder. Narrow artery, road becomes very narrow. Oxygen truck can't pass. Heart says, bro, where's my oxygen? Then the plaque rupture. Plaque suddenly explodes. I can't hold anymore. Then the clot formation. Platelets rush like emergency workers. Emergency, form a clot. Huge thrombus blocks artery completely. Heart attack. Heart sweating. Now oxygen system shutting down. Alarm sounds. If coronary arteries are blocked, MI, myocardial infarction. Then stroke, brain freezes. Brain thinks signal lost, rebooting failed. One side of the face droops. If brain arteries are blocked, ischemic stroke. Healthy HDL superhero enters. HDL says, eat healthy, exercise regularly, stop smoking, control cholesterol, or plaque will ruin your life. Let's move to medical explanation. Imagine the artery wall like a smooth highway. In artherosclerosis, that highways get damaged, mainly by high LDL, cholesterol, smoking, hypertension or diabetes. First, the endothelial lining gets injured. LDL cholesterol enters the intima and becomes oxidized. This attracts monocytes which enter the vessel wall and turn into macrophages. The macrophages eat the oxidized LDL and become foam cells. A collection of foam cells forms a fatty streak, the earliest visible lesion. Next, smooth muscle cells migrate from the media into the intima and produce collagen, forming a fibrous cap over a lipid core. This creates an atherosclerotic plaque. The cap is very important because it separates the highly thrombogenic lipid material from the blood. But inflammation inside the plaque weakens the cap. Macrophages release enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases which break down collagen and make the fibrous cap thin and unstable. When stress from blood flow or hypertension increases, the weak cap can rupture and erode. Once it breaks, the blood suddenly comes into contact with the exposed lipid core and tissue factors. The body treats this like an injury. Platelets immediately adhere to ruptured area, become activated and aggregate. At the same time, the coagulation cascade is triggered, producing fibrin. This rapidly forms a thrombus, a blood clot, inside the artery. If the thrombus partially blocks a coronary artery, it may cause unstable angina. If it completely occludes the artery, the myocardium loses oxygen and nutrients, leading to myocardial infarction. Similarly, if this process occurs in cerebral arteries or if a thrombus breaks off and travels to the brain, it can obstruct cerebral blood flow and cause an ischemic stroke. Finally, key idea is plaque instability, fibrous cap rupture, platelet activation plus clot formation, sudden arterial blockage, MIO, stroke forms. Therefore, artherosclerosis is a chronic inflammatory disease of medium and large arteries.